It's that time of the month. Hello, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today, yeah, that was a little bit of an awkward intro, huh? That time of the month again. It's April, which means, well, here in Southern California, for all my Southern California race fans, Long Beach week. It's going to be happening, the weekend's going to kick off this Friday, April 11th. The day I'm recording this is on a Wednesday. And just to be prepared, I walked into my local Target, not expecting to find much. I found this. I found the Auto World. This is a new diecast company that I'm reviewing on my channel, but the Auto World Import Legends 1983 Toyota Celica Supra pace car, and it's the official pace car from the 1982 Toyota Grand Prix of Long Beach. I cannot tell you how ecstatic I was to find this one, because it's been a couple of weeks, right? Probably even months, probably, that I first heard about this car, and I was like, I gotta find it, because I love to have pace cars, and especially for a local race like this, it's amazing. So I had to pick it up, but I never had luck finding it. The only one I found was like the black Celica, the stock one, but then randomly I found this one on the peg, and I was like, I'm taking it, and it was the last one, so I got lucky with this one. This is part of the premium series. This is my first ever Auto World diecast, so I don't know what to expect here, but yeah, that's pretty much what I said. The 1983 Toyota Celica Supra was the official pace car of the Toyota Grand Prix of Long Beach on March 22nd, 1982, and I believe that was the F1 race, if I recall. I don't remember when the first IndyCar race happened, but definitely during the 80s, F1 was racing at Long Beach. Known back then also as the Long Beach Grand Prix. I mean, it's still kind of known like that, but I still call it the Grand Prix of Long Beach. It's more proper. And the early 1980s, Toyota's marketing campaign was based on their iconic slogan, "Oh, what a feeling."
Oh, what a feeling!
Okay. So yeah, this is a 1/64 scale model. Man, I love the card art. It's pretty sick. And the diecast, we're going to be taking a look at it. Like I said, it took me a while to find this one. And there's the rest of the set. There's some new castings apparently, and some other cool ones. Some of the ones in this is apparently also available in a chase piece called Ultra Red, but of course I have not found it. But you know, I'm not mad, because like I said, I prefer the pace car than just the normal red. Whatever. So I'm excited. So let's open it up. This is my first, like I said, my first Auto World, so gonna have to be super careful at opening up this one. Now, of course, before I go along, I made this thing. It's literally the track diagram of Long Beach. I made it myself out of some materials I had. And I do have a couple pins here. One's from the Paddock Club from 1992. And then a couple from the two I've been so far. The 2023 running, the 48th running, and the 49th running, which was last year, 2024. We're getting ready to get the next one. So once I go to the event, I'm definitely going to have to pick up that pin. The pin design looks really cool. It looks a little different than the other two that I have, but whatever. It's one that I need for my pin collection for Long Beach cars. So let's see, ripping it out of the box. Cutting it out of the box, I should say. And whoo, it looks so cool. Let's see. Gotta be careful with it, because it's not like a Hot Wheel where you expect it to just be a car. This is actually a full-on model here. And let's zoom in on this beauty of a diecast. Yeah, that's nice right there. So like I mentioned, it took me a while to find this one. I don't know if it was really hyped up that much, but I desperately needed one. I desperately wanted to find one of these, because it's a pace car, and I mean, I'm not a huge JDM fan. I love JDM cars, but the more importantly is a pace car. It's involved with motorsports, and it's Long Beach. You just can't go wrong with it. I wonder if people who go to the Long Beach Grand Prix, they actually notice they made a diecast of the pace car from '82. I tried to look up the race, and it is an F1 race, but the quality is pretty low. I'll be honest. I couldn't really enjoy watching it. But whatever. And plus, I didn't really see proof if this car was an actual pace car. I'll probably put up a photo and see how it looks like in comparison. But yeah, this is an awesome representation of a pace car. Very nicely detailed for a 164 scale car in the stores. Because I know there's other like big brands that like, I don't even know, Inno 64, Mini GT, Tarmac Works. They make amazing 164 scale models, but this one is really nice for the price. This costs only about like $2 more than a premium, and it has way more detail than you could probably ask for. So yeah, let's take a look at this. And it has a party feature which I will showcase. So of course it's just all white, which looks plain, and it has a little simple like stripe on the side. But of course the thing, it says Toyota Grand Prix of Long Beach official pace car, and of course it has the pace car lights. Now the normal Celica release, which is I believe in black, it doesn't have the police type lights, the pace car lights on top. So this is the only way you'll be able to find it like this, unless they make a re-release and make another different pace car for a different Long Beach race. But I don't know. If they do, I'll have to find it. So yeah, and then the back is a little confusing. Why is it black? But whatever. And look, it's just amazing detail. The back has a license plate from Arizona. I feel like that's probably accurate, right? TC 1982. And of course, it's the Toyota Celica Supra. It has a rear wing on there. The police pace car lights on top, looking pretty proper. Toyota Grand Prix of Long Beach, official pace car. Doors don't open, but they look pretty nice. The wheels, they look like the stock Toyota Celica wheels, which look amazing. And the bottom, it's all metal, so it is kind of a heavy model here. Metal body, metal base, Auto World. And before I forget, I'll show you the right side, but I would imagine it's the same thing. Toyota Grand Prix of Long Beach pace car. Yeah, very simple, but I like it. And this is a nice one, especially for stop motion makers who want to do a Long Beach race. And now you have the pace car. Hopefully, if you could find it, that is, you have the pace car to do the animations with, or if you just want to do a diorama, perfect. And pop-up head. Well, in real life, the thing has pop-up headlights, but of course, it doesn't open. But the only thing that does open, and this is the first time I'm doing this, opening hood. It closed. Dang it. It closes. I'm sorry. It's kind of tough to open these things. Okay, don't lose it. Opening hood. Oh, that's so cool. And let's see what type of engine detail we see. Nicely painted engine detail, I'll be honest. That looks really nice. Very detailed, very nicely painted. The camera doesn't really do it justice, but it is nicely painted and molded and detailed. That's awesome. I'm telling you, for an Auto World, I've never collected these, but I might have to start collecting some of these if they come out with cool models, because I don't want to pay that much. But this one I kind of had to a little bit, because of course Long Beach, I needed to. So yeah, this is an awesome model right here. Like I said, I'm just biased because of course I'm a SoCal guy, and I just saw a Southern California racing fan. I just needed to have this one. Of course, I wasn't born in 1982 or such to even watch this race in person, but it's Long Beach. Like, you can't go wrong with it, I'll be honest. Like, this is such a cool piece of diecast to have, a cool piece of history to have. And, I could kind of expect diecast like this being in a website, or just like someone making a custom of it, but not a manufacturer, an actual diecast manufacturer producing this. So yeah, I'm in disbelief. It's amazing, guys. You don't know how much you guys probably don't even understand how much I like this. And like I said, got it right on time before the 50th running of the Grand Prix of Long Beach this Friday to Sunday, this weekend essentially. I found it right on time, and I decided it's a perfect time to make a video on it. Of course, a preview to me attending my third consecutive Long Beach race. And this is a nice way to find the car. A nice, pretty ironic weekend, I'll be honest. And I just want to end it with having some cars right here. You probably saw them on the side. So I'll have the pace car leading, of course. I'll have my Indy cars, of course, because of course that is the headline of the events. the Indy cars ever since the mid 80s, I believe. This one was from 82, but it was still an F1 event. And I think the champ cars, the kart Indy cars came around that time. I think once F1 left, Indy cars came right back in, and they still haven't missed a beat, even after I don't know how many years, 40 something years. Wow, that's really cool. And of course, there's other series I've raced. If you've never heard of the Grand Prix of Long Beach, they also race not only Indy cars but also IMSA sports cars. They race. Currently, they still race the GT America series or SRO. They race vintage races, and of course, my favorite is the Stadium Super Trucks. Those things are, those are the highlights of the weekend to me, because they're just so exciting, and we rarely get races. So, especially nowadays. So yeah, that's really cool. It's gonna do a fly by the crowd with all the Indy cars. All the Indy cars I have currently, but I might get a new one. If you're attending the Grand Prix, you might want to check the merch shop if you want to buy the program car they're releasing, or they're planning on releasing, or they're selling right now for pre-order. But I'm gonna pick them up at the event. That one will be a sick one to have, and once I get it, I'll definitely make sure to do a review on that car. Even though it's kind of a steep price, it's one that I do need to have, because I believe that's gonna be one of the first Indy cars with the road course wings. Because of course, if you could tell, Greenlight only did oval wings on these Indy cars, not really the road course. I think only Hot Wheels did that when they had the license back in 2011, 2009, 2010. And that one would definitely be, it's a new manufacturer, IXO Models, I believe, are making them. And they look really nice. They're making it in 164 and 118. Now, of course, the 118 would be a dream, but of course, the 164 is the only one that I'll be able to acquire, and it just fits well, I think. So if I do, I'll make sure to review it here, because that one would be a pretty sick one to have in my collection. So now, of course, I'm glazing over the Long Beach event, and I'm just running out of breath, essentially. So that has been the review, and of course, the glazing of this 1983 Toyota Celica Supra Long Beach pace car. So if you liked it, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.